Ravi had just started working the night shift at a software company on the outskirts of the city. Every night, after finishing work at 2 a.m., he boarded the same nearly empty bus that took him home. The route was quiet, passing deserted roads, abandoned factories, and old banyan trees that looked even more frightening in the rain. The driver and conductor were always the same. Neither of them smiled. They barely spoke. On Ravi's very first ride, the conductor handed him a ticket and quietly said, "No matter what happens, don't look at the last seat." Ravi laughed. He assumed it was just an old superstition to scare new passengers. For several nights, he ignored the warning. But every time he entered the bus, he noticed an elderly woman sitting in the very last row. She wore a faded white sari. Her long gray hair covered most of her face. She never moved. She never looked out the window. She never blinked. No one ever got on or off the bus except Ravi. One rainy night, lightning flashed across the sky, and the bus suddenly stopped in the middle of an empty road. The lights flickered. The engine went silent. The conductor slowly walked toward Ravi and whispered, "Whatever you hear, don't turn around." A few seconds later, Ravi heard someone breathing right behind his neck. Slow. Cold. Heavy. Then came a soft voice. "Ravi." It sounded exactly like his late grandmother. His heart pounded. Every instinct told him to turn around. The whisper came again. "Ravi, look at me." Unable to resist, he slowly turned his head. The last seat was empty. But every other passenger in the bus had appeared out of nowhere. Dozens of pale faces. Blank white eyes. All staring directly at him. None of them blinked. None of them breathed. The conductor lowered his head and whispered, "They finally know you can see them." Suddenly, every passenger stood up at the same time. The bus doors slammed shut. The lights went completely dark. The next morning, villagers found the bus abandoned in a muddy field nearly 50 kilometers away from its usual route. There were no passengers. No driver. No conductor. Only one bus ticket lying on the floor. Printed on it was Ravi's name. And tomorrow's date. Would you have turned around? Tell me in the comments.